Hello everybody, we stay here on Zurich Airport. You see here our bus, the Airbus A320 CEO for current engine options from the Edelweiss company. We go into the cockpit and you see it's a cold and dark status at the moment. So let's open the battery master switches on. Then the external power available, we put it in this button, and then the ADIRS, the Air Data Initial Reference System, nav1, nav2 and nav3. All three switches to the nav position. Terra off is okay, that's coming off. Fuel pumps we can switch on. We start the APU, we wait 1-2 seconds, then this button here. Back 2 off, and the rest at the moment is okay. Strobe lights on and nav logo on. So you see it shows here in our upper ECAM APO to shut down, master switch off, smoke, default. That's all okay at the moment. We can look here, APU. Flap open, now it begins to run the APU. Don't know what's happened. It's fault. We try again. Flaps open is the first message, and then it must begins to run. No, master switch off. Oh, the battery. So, battery button was not in the correct position, so now it's function. Flap open, you see it's running. The problem was I pushed 2 times the battery master switch number 2, and then it's on and off again, and we need both batteries for start the APU. That's the reason. Align in 7 minutes. We need 7 minutes for the correct position here. But what we can do, we go to the EFB, the electronic flyback. We import the SimBrief flight plan. Yes, re-import. So that's fine. Then we go to the ground services. Forward stairs, afterward stairs, doors left, no, left, both. Then mass and balance. The boarding system, we let's boarding, load the aircraft. 7 minutes is okay, and we see it's boarding here. The cargo capacity, the fuel, we need 8.1 tons. I verified with my flight plan, that's correct. Then the panel states we know. We have here cold and dark, and the sim settings. I like here the airframe, the digital standby artificial horizon here, this one. You see when I put this analog, you see it's analog. I can put here, it's nicely begins to turn a little bit, and now it's stable. But I like the digital artificial horizon. I put it here. So and now I have it, the backup system. We go to the multifunction control display unit. We checked the weather, we import the route. First of all, we import the route data requests. And it fills the flight plan here in the AOC, the Airliner Operational Control. Lima Sierra Zulu Hotel to Echo Kilo Charlie Hotel, and we go to the init page, init requests 2. Then our flight plan is LX 1865. The coast index is 27,360. Okay, the 27, the coast index, 27, yes, okay, 27. And the cruising altitude 360. It's fine. We can go shortly here. Here, pilot briefing, and now you see here when it's coming. Import the sim brief, that's normal, huh? So, okie dokie. You see here the fuel. The fuel is 8.1 tons. That's good. That's right. (162 passengers. I don't know its correspondent. That's good. Okay, we go to the flight plan. First of all, we do the performance page, the temperature. We can check it here. We go back to the meteo here. My flights. So departure, QNH 1018, 17 degrees temperature. 170.05. The flax temperature I must calculate, sorry. Departure performance. The problem is we must wait here that the boarding is finished. Mass and balance, but I think we must wait, huh? Aligned in 1 minute. It displayed here. That's okay. Ignition is 5,000. Okay. Speed 200 normally. So the fuel is finished, the cargo capacity too, and the boarding is now then finished too. You see, maximum landing weight is 64.5 tons, and now we are in the range. It's not a problem. We are here in this range. completed. 55.8 and 30.4. So, fuel on board 8.1 tons. Performance page. Now we go to the departure briefing. Runways 34. Optional, we do 1 flaps and slats. That's toga is not necessary. It's a long runway. We sync the load sheet now, the final. 63.7. 63.7. Mm. 63.7 slash 28.3. So we override this with the new. Gross weight is now 71.8 tons. Center of gravity 26.2. So let's have a look. 1018. We calculate now. 1 up 0.0. 1 up 0.0. So then the flex temperature is 66, and the V speeds is 35, 35, 38. So engine, we go now. So to the flight plan. Lima Sierra Zulu Hotel. Departure runway is 34. I checked shortly again in the AC. No EFB. There I have all in the box. DG1 Juliet. DG1 Juliet 34. The seat is DG1 Juliet. Inserted. Secondary flight plan, copy active, and go back. And you see now we have activated the secondary flight plan. That's good. Here is our actual flight plan. And now I show you to start the engine. I go shortly to the outside. You see we are here, and I call now the pushback truck. We go here. We go here, and then ground services, and call the connect tuck. You see what's happened. The pushback truck is coming. The stairs and all other we can GPU not necessary, huh? All is in the box. QNH 1018 on the co-pilot side and on the pilot side. Then the constraints here. Display 10. Then on ground. then the TCAS to TARA all, so that's fine. So we go now to the push. I show you now. We do start, so, and parking brake off. Now you see the pushback truck do this. We want to go to the right side, so we do the left side. So that's fine. Stop. So we start now the engine. First is overhead panel, pack 2 off, APU bleed on, then engine master switch here to ignition start, and engine number 2 is running. You see now here it begins to run. The high pressure, the low pressure compressor, the GTX house gas temperature, the high compression, the fuel flow, and we can look the hydraulic systems. We have 3 circles. Here we have the pressure, and the PTU must working after to give the pressure to the green. I can do it manually. You see the blue is coming, and now the PTU will transfer the pressure that the green is coming to. Sometimes it needs a little bit time. When I start engine number 1, then it's here. Let's look. I can go to the overhead panel and say hydraulics. We do PTU. It's on auto, huh? That's okay. Sorry. So we start engine number 2. You see it begins to run too. So now we are ready then for takeoff. I show you then and explain you then the next steps. We taxi now to the runway 34 in Zurich Airport. Can taxi. There is the runway 33. Verified runway 34, that's right. 34, not 33. It's the right departure runway for us. And now we go to the flex temperatures, takeoff running, stop. They show you now, look here, this upper line in the primary flight display, the annunciator panel. You see here then flex plus 66, then here and here you see SRS runway, and here the auto thrust blue. I start now and you see. Takeoff. You see 66, nav, SRS. So, and you see here, when I go back, then it's not displayed. So we go. Flex 66, SRS, runway, auto thrust blue. That's the correct message, huh? Because the flaps was not retracted. So 35, 35, 38, 35, 135 is the V speed V1 and rotate 2. So rotate. Positive climb, gear up. Now we fly manually at the moment. We look on the flight director in the primary flight display that you are in this cross here. The point must be in the cross. You see then when we turn here, then it will be displayed. This 5,000 feet. So now we go to thrust climb set. So fly across. Now you see here this arrow, this is the top of climb. And now you see we reach the altitude 5000. Speed alt star. And we turn. So, and autopilot 1 engaged. Look. So, we stopped. And the next video I show you then the next steps.